What's up, guys? Welcome to Overwatch Replay. I'm one of your hosts, Julien, alongside
Ivan, your other host.
Awesome.
Today we have a pretty cool match coming to you from Numbani.
Yeah, you can see the ratings here. We're 2170 and we're fighting basically the same rating, 2164. They're all golds and we've got a couple platinums scattered through. It's going to be a fun match, guys. So going into this, I think this might have been the middle of the night, so we're on a roll here, I feel like, because we wouldn't have kept playing comp if we hadn't kept winning matches. So I go Roadhog this entire match, I believe, and then you fill in the healing role because no one else does that quite as well as you do. Today you decide to play Zenyatta, and we get some DPS in Soldier and Tracer, and we get a secondary tank in D.Va, and also a secondary healer, which is nice.
Yeah, so my decision here was to go with Zenny, but you'll see that I actually switched between Zenny and Ana before the game starts, because I'm looking at the team comp, kind of wondering who might balance out Lucio as a healer better, Zenny or Ana. And Lucio is a little bit more slower on the healing, so Zenny is also slower on the healing, and I think maybe Ana would work more, but then I eventually get back to Zenyatta because I just wanted a little bit more damage in my playthrough. I don't know, I've been feeling Zenny a little bit more.
Zenyatta's pretty awesome. Ana is, of course, in my opinion, still the best healer in this game, although Mercy I still think is really useful, despite what everyone thinks. I'd like to see a combo instead of D.Va, even because D.Va's sort of falling out of the meta. I'd like to see Zarya come in this match. That would be really awesome, along with Tracer, because their ults combo incredibly well together. In fact, it almost seems like they're made for that. So I'm going up the middle left side here, and you're trailing behind me. You have the heal orb on me here, which is nice. You should always have the healing orb and the Discord orb on someone, as you're going to put it right here on the Reinhardt. As soon as I get that hook, that was a really good combo there, and then you sort of saved my ass because I got frozen. And we ended up getting a triple kill right there. Yeah, it's because we actually grouped up from the start, so let's go back and sort of look at that round. And we have the tank going in first, it being Roadhog, which is nice. So I'm going up here, I see this Reinhardt, and he doesn't have a shield up, so my instant reaction is to try to hook him. And that's exactly what happens.
Hook in right there.
And I got a headshot with the right click, or left shot, R2. Shot. Yeah. And you finish up right here, along with Soldier. He's adding extra damage because he went with us, which was really nice. And D.Va actually came around the corner. They got duped right there, man. Genji's being annoying while we're capping here, and you're just topping everyone off. So it was a really clean capture right here. It was actually really nice. I've never been more
incredibly lucky.
Yeah.
I've never had a point capture go quite so well.
Yeah, right. So you'll see, I mean, just some minor comment on my play. I know I'm playing Roadhog and criticizing myself. Right here, I missed that hook, and then I heal myself here. So while healing as Roadhog, it's really smart, and we see some nice Tracer as too. That's a really good spot to stop. A really good idea to just turn 180 degrees when you're healing as Roadhog, because it makes it a lot harder. I know it's only Lucio here and Reinhardt, so it wouldn't really matter, but generally you want to turn 180 degrees so you're not facing the enemy team, because Zenyatta over here is going to get some headshots on me just because I'm standing still. So it's
also, it looks like you're pretty full health, so
yeah, I shouldn't have used the healing there, and also you could have finished up the healing. But luckily I get a hook there and get a pick on Mei, which is actually pretty big.
I'm just dropping damage. Yep. I should have the heal orb on a tank there, I think. I get discorded by the enemy Zenyatta and I have to drop off, but really I'm just trying to put damage on that Rein shield and keep someone discorded and someone heal orb.
Right, so the difference between our team is they have a Reinhardt. So what the cadence I like to do with Roadhog against a Reinhardt is get 3 of the left of the it's right click on in PC, and then it's L2 on PS4. So the long range shot of Roadhog, get 3 of them off, save 1 of them just in case I get a random hook because someone dipped in front of the shield, and then I can finish that kill off if I need it, and then reload. So I'll take 3 shots at Reinhardt's shield and then reload every single time. That's usually my cadence when trying to damage Reinhardt's shield. And of course dipping in and out of cover, because you'll be taking a lot of damage usually.
There you did the 180 turn thing.
Yeah.
For the heal. And there was a Reinhardt behind us and you focused him, which was good.
Yeah, the Reinhardt shouldn't have been behind us. I'm looking ahead of us because I see there's only one person there, and I figured you guys could take care of him. So that's what I'm doing there. I don't really know. Yeah, you're here trying to finish his Mei off, and you do. She didn't have a. She didn't have her ice shield, I guess. Oh,
here the Reinhardt comes in.
So sad. Feels bad, man. I totally whiffed that hook. I should have just waited. This Reinhardt is dashing in. I had a full second to react, and I couldn't. I choked. It was bad.
You'll see what it looks like from my screen.
Yeah, and then I died, and then.
But we're able to put pressure on the Reinhardt because he came in so overextending, and I'm able to keep that diva healed while you're coming back.
Right. Thank God.
And we're putting really good pressure on them because coming around that corner is quite difficult. The soldier is able to use his tactical visor to keep him pushed off, and I'm just sticking back trying to put damage on whoever's there and really trying to stay alive. I don't think I've died at this point yet.
Yeah, I don't think you have either, come to think of it. But right here, I believe they have a bastion or something because I go down incredibly fast. You'll see. Sorry. This is too far ahead, isn't it? Sorry about that, guys. She needs healing. She's getting it. I don't know why she needs to tell you that. Yeah, I've already gone down. Well, I went down very fast. I believe they had a bastion, it seemed like. I was taking so much damage. Or maybe I got discorded.
A lot of damage on you because of the discord.
I got discorded.
We should have timed it out better, but because of that Mei ult,
we got screwed. Yeah, you had to use the Transcendence. There was smart because it saved some people or prolonged their death long enough for me to get back. Right there, I'm healing in cover. It's a pretty big thing with Roadhog, and I see that I have an opportunity to use my ult. Unfortunately, Lucio counter ults it. I don't think it was a counter ult. He was just dropping the beat, and it so happened to be the same time I pressed triangle.
But we're able to get a lot of damage off at the same time. The Mei finally drops me, but we're pushing really hard on that point. We end up going down mostly there. I think all but 2 go down.
Yeah, we have 4 minutes here, so I'm pretty much waiting for the team to group up because I don't want to just go in by myself. You switched to Mercy now.
Yeah, my goal with switching to Mercy was to do a little bit more significant healing at once, and also to maybe get the res for that final push if a lot of us go down.
Definitely, because they're going to be using their ults in a panic, and we might not necessarily be able to react to that because we have such a little spot to deal with. But of course, we're doing a really good job here. We're staying on the point, which is really critical at the end of Numbani. He drops the beef just because. But it's really critical at the end of Numbani to just be on the point because you can push up, and if they fall back, they're gonna lose. So
yeah, as you saw there, their team was split off of the point. I was in the back trying to stay away from the front lines, but they were pushed way off the point so that Mei could target me off the point and kill me while the payload was moving to the end and winning the game. The Mei forgot about the metagame, which is, push the payload.
Yeah, that is how you win the game, guys. Do not forget about the meta. But right here we have 2 healers, which is nice, and we have a Reinhardt. Super happy about that. Reinhardt is always useful on the team, especially with Soldier and Roadhog. Tracer does whatever the hell she wants because she's Tracer. But Soldier and Roadhog behind Reinhardt's shield is a really deadly combo.
So is Zenny.
And Zenyatta as well. I forgot about him. Yeah. But
Zenyatta putting pressure with the Discord orbs.
He leaves
really
the game. Spoiler alert. He leaves the game, doesn't he? Halfway. Someone leaves the game.
I can't remember who it was exactly.
And then we get a Junkrat switch, which is questionable. Soldier switches a Junkrat. Granted, Junkrat is all right on this stage because he has a lot of vantage points in the first point, which is nice for him. But you have to be pretty good at Junkrat to do anything with him.
I think I would have preferred that Soldier to the Junkrat.
Soldier is better.
The Junkrat has a lot of high damage capacity if he's played correctly.
Yeah.
But Soldier is a more useful all-around character.
Definitely.
So at this point, now we have someone.
Oh, and there he goes. He left.
And that's the Junkrat.
Great.
So, yeah.
Perfect timing, but at least it was Junkrat. So we're hanging out up here. I think that this is a pretty good spot to start your match in Numbani if you're on defense. Especially with Mercy. Mercy's really good in this sort of situation because she can jump around to the general vicinity on the left side and even on the right side. And so she's a really good healer in this point, I think.
Yeah, and there's a lot of advantage to being on the high ground. So either you're going to have the high ground when they're coming up the stairs, coming up from the side if they do come up, or you can drop down on them and have advantage that way.
Yeah, always take the high ground if you can, guys. Reinhardt just jumps down there and starts swinging his hammer. I'm not gonna go with him because that seems a little ridiculous. I have no idea how he's not dead, but then he just dies because of it. Right there, I'm healing. You help me out there. And I get a hook on the D.Va.
Stream on to force that D.Va to go down. Because I don't think at that point it helps to have the healing orb, the healing rod on you.
Yeah.
Because I need that D.Va to go down.
Absolutely. And then you see that there's a Genji behind us, but he sort of jumps away. I miss a hook there, and I lose my life. Not that I don't think it would have mattered even if I hit the hook. Right now I know I'm super pissed off right now because we're down a person.
Yeah, we got pushed off of that. Yeah. I mean, there was nothing we could do as a.
Yeah, they automatically had a huge advantage there. They had spawn point advantage, and they also have obviously the person advantage, the number advantage there. Luckily, spoiler alert again, the person comes back and regains connection, so I guess it wasn't necessarily a rage quit sort of thing. Why would you rage quit if we had 3 points to begin with? It must have been an internet problem.
Yeah, the other thing is that because we're down a team, we really need to pick a point where we can defend and have the respawn advantage. Mm-hmm. So going around that corner, staying over here is pretty much, that's where we live. This is
right. Yeah, you'll see what I'm doing is I'm poking in and out of cover, mostly to give you your ult charge, but you already have it right here. And also I can hopefully charge up my ult a little bit as well so we can do some serious damage here. I don't do much, as Roadhog, I don't do much damage from range, so there's not much I can do over here. And no one else is helping me out, so there's no reason. If I go up to where this car is to try to contest the point, I'm just gonna die. So that's why I'm poking in and out here.
Yeah,
you'll see I got that hook, and then I immediately back off because I know I'm taking a lot of damage. That's generally what I'm doing here. I missed that hook on the Genji because hook 2.0.
There's one person down, but I'm not gonna drop my ult on one person, especially when they're about to get the point or had just gotten the point. They're
right there, he killed you, right?
Yep. So comes out. There was a little bit of confusion there because you're trying to focus the healer to be more useful, and then the Genji comes in with the ult, and because of that drop down point, it becomes very difficult to defend from all the different angles. It's like that's a very difficult point to defend when you're getting overwhelmed by numbers.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
one person that I pick up with the res because it is the Roadhog, it is the tank. And I think at this point I've also kind of decided that I'm going to switch off of Mercy.
reasonable thing to do, considering it's tough to feel like you're doing much. It's nice to contribute to the team. Not that you weren't. You were obviously healing me, and you got your res off, and you wanted to do some more damage. So you switched to Bastion here, because Bastion is the new best character in the game. And you'll see why.
Although this is old school Bastion.
Yeah. Oh, this is prior to the... Right, okay, so this is before the newest update, which they're going to revoke anyways. So you're still positioning. So with Bastion, you really want to just sort of slink around the back and set up your turret, and then lay on the damage, and then it's right there, you basically got your ult because you killed a Roadhog. It's 600 points of damage. I'm hanging around in the back trying to take out Lucio and Genji, and you're just finishing them off. So we pretty much cleared the team there, besides this Genji, and you are retreating. Smart move. So with Bastion, you basically want to get 1-2 kills max, then you want to move. You have to move after that, otherwise they're gonna catch on to you, and that's it. GG. So you're moving between these 2 points.
Essentially, yeah. I'm just bouncing back and forth, trying to really focus anybody who's coming through that opening from the top or coming out from the bottom.
Right,
and because they're trickling in, it becomes exceedingly simple for our team to try and take them out.
But finally, Soldier relieves their team of your damage, and I get hooked by Roadhog. That's actually 2 big picks on their side. So we're in a dire straits right now because we're down a person. They have 3 minutes left right now. You're running to set up. You have your ult here, but you already get double kill.
I'm trying to save my ult a little bit
you want to
in the last second as a saving maneuver. But I also was glad that I didn't use it because it would have been pointless with that D.Va ult going.
Right there, I used my ult. It was definitely a waste of my ult.
But it was the enemy soldier's ult too, which went against you. So
right, but I think I heard it first before I used my ult. So that was a waste of my ult. Not only was no one near me, which Roadhog needs, he needs people to be close to him to be effective.
That was a really lucky save.
That was a great save. Zenyatta is probably has his ult by now, given the amount of time he's been around without using it. And like I said, that was a waste of my ult, and I shouldn't have done that. So here that's me. I'm finishing off Lucio. He shouldn't be not even on the point. I don't know what Lucio's even doing in our back line.
Yeah, and I was flanking around to try and get positioned up in those bushes again.
Right, because you're the only one doing damage to the Pharah. I see that she's flying under that tunnel, so that's why I was pushing up so hard. Because Pharah can't really do much if there's a ceiling above her. So if you ever see a Pharah on the inside, you need to kill her there.
Yeah, push on her when she doesn't have the mobility of the entire sky.
You have a big chance to kill her. Pharah should never be inside.
Yeah, and the other thing is when I'm picking up Bastion and then going back in the cycling, I think it's a little bit faster than the reload animation.
It probably is.
So pick up and put down and you get full ammo.
Right, so you're basically just hanging back while we can sort of lure them in, even though they have the incentive to come in to push the payload. You're sort of laying on damage as soon as they turn that corner, which is nice.
I'm also trying to break the Reinhardt shield and also trying to focus their fire on me so that other people have the ability to put damage without getting attracted.
Right there, I don't think they needed that Lucio. I don't think their Lucio's doing too much work. Right there, that's an effective use of Roadhog's ult. Right there, you'll see.
Good combo with that D.Va ult.
Back. So right here I see I have pretty much the whole team in front of me, but I also have Zenyatta's Transcendence to work with. So I have 98% here, so I'm trying to get my ult. I get it, and then as soon as I get it, I see that they're all bottlenecked right here, and so I really wanted to use the ult. I can just lay on the damage and break Reinhardt's shield, because Roadhog's ult is a great effective use if you're breaking Reinhardt's shield.
Especially so close. That was a good hook there on that Lucio who goes down, breaks because of hook 2.0.
Yeah, hook 2. I like hook 2.0 personally. I think it's a lot better. It's a lot more fair, and it makes more sense which hooks you're getting.
And then I, as Bastion, am setting up in that corner, waiting for them to come around, hoping that because the time is so low, they're not going to be checking their corners, and they're definitely not going to be flanking around from behind me.
Right, they can't really do that. You'll see them pass by. And right there, you get that kill on the Reinhardt. Who they're just trickling in, and then now you're using your ult to space them out, and that's a really good use of it. So that's the end of the match. How did you feel we did? We got our 6-person back.
Really, really well, especially if you look at the play of the game.
Definitely. So before the play of the game, guys. Oh, actually, we'll watch the play of the game. Never mind. We'll watch it, and then we'll do the end of the video. Alright, we actually won a match. Congratulations.
And we persevered through our slight 5-person on 6.
Right, of course.
I think that one of the big things to pull away is, for me, I did some character switching.
Oh, yeah. Character really switching is huge.
Which helped me.
Right? A lot of assists and kills here. Really awesome job, man. Get the triple kill, and you kept me alive.
And I still didn't get that Zenny trophy.
I know, such a tough trophy. What is it, 6 assists, or 4 assists in 6 seconds or something? It's ridiculous. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Tell us which format you like best for Overwatch replay, either just one of us commentating or both of us. We like to do both, but sometimes, you know, life gets in the way. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to us, either on GGB's Good channel, Comrade Boyer channel, and of course this channel, Hungover Gaming. You can follow us on Twitter as well. You can also check out the Hungover podcast every Monday. You can check out our Drunk Plays on Fridays as well. You have anything to say?
No. Thanks, guys.
Alright, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. Goodbye.